Hi again. I am going to share something super cool with you today. So settle in, get ready. It's going to be awesome. So, as we've been talking about, when you connect with nature, it makes a huge difference in like every area of your life, right? And the biggest thing with connecting with nature is that it actually helps you figure out your life purpose. So if you're in that phase of life, you're like, why am I here? What am I doing? What does it all mean? Particularly if like you're used to sort of having parents or teachers or other adults to help guide you in ways that they're maybe not accessible now because you're on your own for the first time. This is for you. Here's the deal. When you go outside in nature and you find those special places where you start to feel connected, and we'll talk about that in a second, you start to understand your place in this larger web that we call life. And in doing that, you start to understand what your role is, what your values are, and all of that helps you figure out your mission and your purpose. So first, I want to explain how you find these special places out in nature. It is a little bit of a process, but it's a fun process. And I've moved a bunch of times recently, like I think we've talked about before. So that process, I've had to go through it a few times now with all these moves. I've had to figure out, okay, where's my special place here and here and here and here. So when I lived in New Hampshire, I just kind of stumbled on it and kind of realized, oh yeah, this is my special place. I never really found one in Vermont, which is part of the reason I had to get out of here. I have a few spots I'm exploring in Colorado. But the deal is this. As you might imagine, first you have to get off your couch and go outside. Do this, you can bring your phone, but please put it on silent or turn it off or something, just so that it doesn't disrupt you. It's not going to be for long, I promise, don't worry. But you do need to just kind of have it not primary focus when you're out there doing this exploration. And then pick a spot. Have a different ones that you do on a rent. Doesn't have to be every day, but just different ones that you go to. They can be anything: a local park, a river, a hiking trail, a path in the woods, anything. Just pick spots and go check them out in any order. It doesn't matter. And so what you do is you just go to this place, whichever spot you've picked, and you just walk around, look around. How do you feel when you're there? Some places might make you feel anxious. It's okay to just leave and that's not your spot. That's okay. Some places might feel quieter for some reason. That's actually your insides talking and telling you it's quieter, but it might just sound quieter out externally to you for now. And that's cool. Lean into how it feels. If it feels in any way good, quieter, more fun, more relaxed, anything that you're trying to just bring in as far as those feelings you want, that's a plus. That's on your list of possibles. And when you have a list of a couple of possibles, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many you want, keep going back to them. And at different times of day, different days of the week, different times of year, and just see, how does this feel for me? What does this do for me when I'm here? Do I like? And eventually you'll find one that you just keep wanting to go back to over and over and over again. Maybe a couple even. That's your special spot. When you have that special spot, that's when you can really start to do some of this work around figuring out your place in the universe. Think of it like this. Right now, you're at this place in life where you're kind of like standing at a grocery store, let's say, and all of the cans on the shelf in front of you have this blacked out label. And you're used to having some adult figure, parent, teacher, whatever, in your life who takes off a label, 2, 3 maybe, and says, okay, pick. Or just, here's the one, and here's what you believe, here's what we believe. And now you're going, oh my God, there's all of these choices. I don't even know what they are because these labels are just blacked out. And you want to get to that place where you can read the labels. Because if you knew what the labels were, you would know what you wanted, right? So spending this time in your special place, it starts to peel the covers off those labels. And so you can go, creamed corn. Yeah, I don't know if I want that one. Canned mushrooms. Yeah, okay, maybe. Canned tomatoes. Yeah, okay, maybe that's good. Oh, Brussels sprouts. We don't want those, right? And you can start to sort through what feels good for you, what feels right for you. Eventually you'll wind up with these figurative cans in a pile that are at least possibles. They're things that are in some way spark your interest, spark your conscience, in some way make you want to know more. Those cans, you want to explore more. They start to become your values, your passions, your interests. And as you sift through them, you start to figure out, oh, this is my place in the universe. This is my mission. This is my life purpose. This is what I'm here to do. But you can't do any of that sitting in your couch on your phone with the noise of the world impacting you. When you get outside into this special spot where you feel that more peacefulness inside yourself, even if you don't recognize that's what it is at first, it just starts to slowly happen. It's not like hard work the way like going to your day job is hard work. It's not hard work the way going to a therapist is hard work, although please do that if you need to. That is very, very important as well. And I would never minimize the impact of a good therapist. But nature has its own therapy too. And so when you get out into nature, you can sit with yourself and you can look at what cans have been unpeeled. Do you want to keep them or don't you want to keep them? And then when you figure that out, that's when you figure out your place in this larger web we call life. So I really encourage you to get outside, find your special spot, start to do some of this work. And if there are other questions you have, definitely let me know. Please join me on social media, and if any of this has in any way resonated with you, please do sign up for the waiting list for my online course that's coming out in March. It's all about how to make these connections and figure out your place in the universe through connecting with nature. And I will see you next time. Until then, continue to expand your knowledge, feel the connections, and live with compassion.